So the basic idea is that the Pius World boxes are divided by function. So you have 3 of these small cubic boxes, and you have 1 big box over there. And the boxes are numbered 1 through 4. This is number 1.
So there's the little number 1,
And
2,
2,
3, and then that's the 4. Then we also have some of these labels that also indicate the same thing here.
Yeah, for the most part, what's in the box and the contents and stuff. So the idea is that box number 1 has the Pi Swirl unit, so the thing that we pick up and we put on the ground, including the dust monitor, and also the cradle for the dust monitor is in box number 1, and so is the most important part of the whole thing, the user manual. So let's have somebody help unpack it. Basically, you got to take out these little guys, which we use just as spacers.
And we want to point that there's in each box basically a page that indicates what's inside and how it's packed.
Yes, that's actually a very useful thing to know because it's going to be kind of hard to figure out how to repack these boxes once they've been unpacked. So that piece of paper that George is referring to is over here in this case along with the user manual. And then the other thing that is in 2 of the boxes is a battery transportation safety data sheet. So you have to put that in the box in case when you ship it, somebody opens it up and decides these batteries might or might not be safe. There's a piece of paper that says that this is safe and approved for air transport. So the easiest thing is just to grab this thing by the lips over here, or the edge, rim, and just pick it up carefully. It's packed in upside down. That's done on purpose. And you flip it. There you go.
And as an extra bonus, we get dust from wherever the last time it was used.
Yeah, you get yesterday's dust. This is the cradle, and this is the dust track. So there's reference to the cradle and the dust track a lot, and this is what they are. George, would you mind securing that in place for a second?
Alright, so just one quick thing is here there's this little stopper thing, so the inlet part of the instrument goes on that side. And just kind of snugly push it in there, so it sits pretty nicely. And what you do is you just run a Velcro strap around it so it doesn't fall out. Okay. Okay. So here on the little thing we have the clamp, and that clamp basically goes over this shaft that sticks out, and then you loosen it like this.
Let me put it real quick. Okay.
And then you just basically slide it down. And at this point, I'll turn it over so you don't have to move. You need to connect 3 things to the dust track instrument.
Remember the magic number 3, so you don't forget that there are 3 things that have to be connected.
Right.
Okay, 3.
So there's communication. Clicks in there. It's the RJ45 connector. Then there's the power. Goes right there. And then the third is the inlet tube that needs to get connected to the instrument inlet. So what you do is you loosen the clamp here, and then you slowly kind of jiggle it and slide it down, and then you put a tube over the inlet, slide it a little bit more, and then tighten the clamp on the other end. So now it's nice and rigid.
That's probably the trickiest part of the operation in terms of something that requires physical skill to do. And it's also really, really important because the instrument does not know if it's not connected. So if you don't connect the inlet tube and you forget to do that, the instrument has no way of knowing that because there's no physical test for that. So that's why it's important to remember 3 things connected to the dust track: power, communications, sample line. And then it's worth checking that several times because, as I say, you can have the sample line not be connected, run it 10 times, you're collecting data, but it's completely meaningless.
And I think that the biggest point is if you connect the power and communication only, the instrument is going to communicate with the computer and send all of the data. that data is not going to be meaningful because you will not be sampling inside the chamber. So that's why it's important to make that connection, because otherwise you will not know that it is or not connected.
So that's all the contents of box number 1, and that's basically the whole Pi-Pearl unit. If you were to pick it up, it would all fit into box number 1. The box number 2 has